Creating and performing dental mock-ups on a patient's mouth is not only important for cosmetic cases, but it's also important for your patient to see the potential final outcome prior to initiating the treatment plan. SmileFy allows you to create in-office digital mock-up within a couple of minutes, and all you need is a frontal facial picture of a patient and an intraoral scan to start designing. Once you finish your mock-up, you send it to print and perform your mock-up for your aesthetics evaluations. So let me show you how SmileFy can work in your practice. For this tutorial, let's do an upper for anterior teeth. On your top left corner, tap on Menu, New Patient, and select 3D Smile Design. To create a mock-up, all you need is your patient's frontal facial picture, upper and lower intraoral scan. Tap on the plus sign and upload the file from one of the cloud softwares, such as iCloud, Dropbox, or Google Drive. With SmileFy, you're able to create a upper and lower 3D design. In this case, we are focused on the upper 4 centrals. So select the upper design. So in a pinch mode, zoom in the STL. And with your finger or your Apple Pencil, tap on the edge of the patient's canine, central, and the other canine. And do the same process by dragging the target onto the same teeth on the picture. Always go from left to right. Red, orange, and green. And tap on Set Points. To finalize calibrating your STL, scroll up, zoom in, and use the commands at the bottom to finalize the calibration. Tap on Next, which is at the bottom right corner. And continue the calibration process. Make sure that the STL is in a flat position. Just like if the actual model would be sitting on a table. You can use the grid to help you positioning the right position of this STL. Now, let's set the smile curvature on the Occlusal View. Make sure that you position the target on the patient's incisal edge position and buccal surface of the posterior teeth. Tap on Next. And now, let's use the 3D Mireframe to preset the teeth position. The process is very simple. At the bottom, you will see 3D Mireframe, where you can position the smile outline, set the occlusal angle, which is the same as the curve of speed. And you see that it will move. Set the height. And so that will also be adjusted. You can also set the midline, proportions, and curvature if you need it. Now, let's tap on adjustments and select the number of teeth that you want for this mock-up. In this case, let's keep only laterals and centrals. Tap on Set. On the Occlusal View, you will see these yellow vertical lines. They represent the contact points of each tooth. To adjust the width of your future 3D design, at the bottom of your screen, you can make them larger or narrower by sliding the slider to the left or right. Join on the centrals, left lateral, right left lateral. Scroll up and tap on Generate Smile. And SmileFy will give you a suggestive smile design. Let's now tap on Next. So now let's continue our 3D design, but having the patient's picture as a reference for your facially guided mock-up. On the top, you have 4 tabs: Design, Options, Mix Templates, and Diagnostics. Diagnostics is coming soon. So let's focus on Design, Options, and Mix Templates. On Designs, right here at the bottom, you will have all the commands that will help you bring the teeth more buccal, more lingual, or apical, or coronal. Simply tap on the tooth to make the movement that you desire. Bringing more buccal, it means it will bring more outward. And lingual means it will go more inward, as you can see. You can also rotate the tooth using these commands, or change its size, height, width, and depth. Always remember to tap on the tooth to make your action. You will know that the tooth is selected when the tooth turns into dark gray. With SmileFy, you don't have only the frontal view, because we want to make sure that the design is actually correctly placed from every angle. So at the bottom, you will have frontal smile, and if you swipe up, you have a 12 o'clock view. So here from a 12 o'clock view, you can also bring and adjust your mock-up. Let's say it's too buccal, right? Or it's too thick right now, or it's rotated. You can make your adjustments in here. There is also a Occlusal View, which gives you the same purpose. 4 views, that way as you are designing a tooth, you'll be able to see it moving from different angles. And Free View. In Free View, as you can see, the tooth, the STL will be moving around, and you can make your adjustments freely. There's always there's also the option called Options, and here you can remove this Mireframe. Now it gives you a better vision of your 3D design. And if you are on the Free View, and if you select on the tooth, you can use now these advanced buttons, which is Position, Rotation, or Scale. In Position, it means that with these arrows, you can simply adjust the tooth around, as you can see here. Rotation means that you'll be able to rotate the tooth. Scale, you make it, you will scale this design up or making it narrower. But you can always use the design commands if that's what you choose. Let me go back here to frontal smile, and with frontal smile, I'm able to simulate the design in the patient's mouth. Just tap on lip and you'll be able to simulate it. You can also check on the patient's facial analysis. So here I have the facial midline, which is selected by the glabella, tip of the nose, philtrum, and chin, and also the interpupillary line and commissural line, which gives you a better understanding and position and its parallelism compared to the occlusal plane from a frontal view. If you scroll down, you can also, let me just remove this facial flow. You can also change the opacity of the files. So here, for example, I have my upper design and my patient's photo. Now I have my original photo and my 3D design on top of it. Here, as you can see, we are giving back the symmetry of the central. And it's a great way for you to show it to your patient if you want to do it before printing. It's a great way for you to communicate better with your dental technician or with other dental specialists that will be working with you. Under Mix Template, you are able to select different teeth designs, and you have a teeth library in your software that you can tap on the tooth and select the best shape with the best natural morphology for your case. Tap on select and you will have the 3D teeth on the Smile design here. Or you can tap on, you can swap, or you can change it to select, and as you tap on the tooth, the design will change on the upper intraoral scan automatically. Once you're satisfied with your 3D design, we will then move into our last stage, which is the freehand digital wax-up, called Mesh Editor. In this last part of your mock-up creation, you will use the commands at the bottom to do fine adjustments in your mock-up. Under brushes, slide it to move. So you can tap on the tooth and make adjustments without changing the texture of your 3D design. Change the size of your target and slightly move the tooth around until it feels the entire surface of the existing tooth in the STL. Let's make it a little bigger. Make sure that you're not creating a very bulky 3D design. So whenever you can, just turn the STL towards like if it were in a profile view, and check the thickness by changing the opacity of it. For small adjustments, under brushes, slide it to the plus sign so you can add some digital waxing over the design, or keep using move until you fill those gaps. Check on the cervical margin to make sure that it's following the papilla curve. Check on the interproximal contacts so the design is not overlapping each other. And tap on the palatine area and delete the excess by sliding to the minus sign and removing the palatine area. If you make a mistake, tap on undo. So now you have your dental mock-up. From here, you can export the file, print, and create your silicone index to do a smile test drive on your patient's mouth. Now, let's tap on next. Add the patient's name and save the case. Under case management, you will see all of your patient's files and designs. Under mesh mixer, you will see the final mock-up. Digital patient, you will see the mock-up and the patient's picture. And if you want to create a new version, tap on 3D Smile Design, and create a new version off of the first 3D mockup that you just created. SmileFy is an open source software. It means that after you export your 3D design, you can either create your mockup and place it on a patient's mouth, or you can export those files, those STL files, and continue your project in a CAD/CAM software. So creating office dental mockups, it's simple, it's facially guided, and it's very easy to use.